Hi, so my name's Karen, and I have decided to, video journal my journey with frontal fibrosing alopecia. It's something that I knew something was wrong with me for a long time, for many years, because maybe about 7 or 8 years ago, I lost the hair on my arms and legs. And I kept going to the doctor and telling them, hey, I'm losing my hair. And they said, oh, it's hormonal, nothing to worry about. And then I started losing my eyebrow hair. And I thought, well, it's hormonal, nothing to worry about. So I tried to get my eyebrows tattooed on. And for 2 years in a row, I tattooed my eyebrows on, and they didn't stay. And the tattoo person was like, I don't understand why why this color isn't taking. And so I kept, and I noticed I had this little red spot right here. Used to be way in my hairline. And I started noticing that I could see it more, but it wasn't anything, I was like, that's weird. And it wasn't until finally last year I went to my dermatologist, and I had been going to him for years. And I just happened to say, hey, look at this red spot on my forehead. It's really weird. It used to be in my hairline. And then he started looking at me, and he was like, when did you lose your eyebrows? And I said, a couple years ago. And so he started pulling my hair back and started noticing that. And I had noticed like a white rim around my head. Again, I was like, why I'm losing hair must be because of menopause, which I'm going through menopause as well. And I'm transitioning to gray. So I'm going to talk a lot about that, all of it, because I feel like it's all tied in together and no one really talks about it. Or they talk about it in pieces, but I'm going through it all. So I figured I'm going to just try and put this out there because maybe there's someone who's going through what I'm going through, because I am losing my hair and I know I'm not going to get it back. And that is what, frontal fibrosing alopecia does. And so I went back to the doctor this year, and I've lost another 2 millimeters of hair. It's really, it's more on this side. I feel like, well, it may go over, but can see the white in there. This, I have a scar up here. I don't know if you can see it on here, but that used to be way into my hairline. I got that in a car accident when I was a little girl. But yeah, my hair is going. And I've lost a lot. And one of the big things for me is I have always, all my life, been teased about my ears because my ears stick out. And when I was a little girl, they used to call me Dumbo, and it was traumatic. And so I've always kept my ears covered, always. But now with this, I'm losing my hair to cover my ears. So I'm really kind of freaking out about that because that's just a stigma that's been with me for a very long time, and I gotta get over it, I guess. But so yeah, I'm losing my hair, and I'm trying to figure out ways to kind of not make it look so terrible. Like I have a big nose. So these my insecurities obviously are coming out in full force. But I started, for the last year, I put clobetasol propionate or something like that on my head, a topical solution, steroid that would calm my cuticles down, because my cuticles, I could see, and I don't know if you can see them now, it must be an active state, because they get really red all around the follicle, rather, not the cuticle, the follicle, they get really red. So I put that on 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 week on, 1 week off, and I still lost 2 millimeters of hair. So he decided to put me on hydrochloroquine, which is an anti-malarial drug, which is what people who have lupus and I guess some other autoimmune issues, because they said it's an autoimmune disorder. My body is attacking my hair follicles. And so I've started on that, and with that I have to have blood work every 3 months, and we're going to see how that goes. I've been taking it for maybe 2 weeks now, but obviously, I still see that irritation in my follicles, so I know it's still happening. I'm losing hair on the floor constantly. So anyways, this video is just to say, for anybody else out there struggling with this, I'm going to chronicle this, and hopefully that what I'm going through you can relate to, and I can find a community out there of people who, feel like I feel. I mean, I'm glad that I'm healthy. Otherwise, I'm in great physical health, but I'm going to lose my hair, and that is kind of devastating, because I know it won't be able to grow back, because with this type of alopecia, it scars, your skin gets very, very, very smooth, and the hair follicles are covered over with the scar, so the hair isn't going to grow back. So whatever I lose, and I don't get it back. And I'm 55, so I think to myself, am I gonna wear a wig the rest of my life? So anywho, I'm just gonna record and post, and if you have anything to add, let me know, and if you want to chat, let me know. And I'm gonna talk about how I feel like my hormones and my hormones had a part in it, and also how I'm going to transition to go gray, because I figure, I'm trying to keep my scalp as healthy as possible, so I've got to stop dying. So that is going to be another interesting thing, going gray and losing my hair at the same time. Fun. So I will post again. This is kind of just a sample to see if it's something that will have any kind of response or anything. So whoever is watching this, thank you. I appreciate you, and maybe I'll see you again.